have to try and hold still. That's not
do you have a
going to
little
work.
tripod or something?
I know.
Oh,
Anyway,
no, he's gone again.
What about your mate
there he
there? Is she doing anything? What are you doing?
Doing some admin quickly.
I just asked him a question and it prompted him to, run his business. So you're welcome.
What about that?
Right. Can we see us all and hear us all?
I'm now in the closet, as it were. Oh, no, get that out of the way. Get out of that coat.
Oh, yeah, right, there you go.
So relaxed.
All right, I've just sent them to you, Lauren.
Thanks, babe.
Kingy, you're not even in the fucking shot, mate.
Aren't I? Oh.
I can see half your face.
Oh, that doesn't work either. It doesn't work.
Fuck before we started.
Okay, it says recording. What does that mean, Lincoln?
Oh, God. I also feel I should have probably... this is like... It's Inception. It's like the mirror and the... Yeah, that's...
How am I looking now?
Stunning.
Am I in the shot?
But is there also a mirror on the ceiling?
Yeah.
You're in. I can see you. You look front and centre to me.
Oh, no, that's worse.
Just a bit...
Fuck, mate. You think I'm doing that?
Honestly.
I know.
Right.
My feelings about people with the name Monty are compromised by all of our interactions.
He's in the bedroom. He's got to move the cum rag from the bedside table.
It's a whole cupboard full, mate. He doesn't have time to move them all.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's go.
Hey.
We start.
Welcome to the Two Monties. Yeah, this whole thing.
Are we starting? That was. Can I go now? Are we done?
Yeah. Good. Welcome to the Two Monties podcast.
Thanks,
another Riverside motherfucker edition. This time featuring Lauren the Celebrant, Lauren Cabaz from South Australia.
Hey.
Are you gonna be
just got internet in South Australia
the whole time?
I'm going to as well.
People are listening; they can't hear it. So,
are you on the toilet?
It's good for the bowel movements. It's very healthy for the lower intestine.
I wonder how long it will take before he's like, fuck it, and he just signs out mid podcast. I'm not watching this shit.
We're very close already.
Yeah.
Is that common occurrence?
Okay, weekend. How was your weekend?
My weekend.
Yep. Either one?
I went to like 50 kids' birthdays, so it's like hell on earth. But yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Magical. Actually had a gorge wedding out at Mandalay House and Garden. Very bougie, very fabulous. A lot of hanging flowers, a lot of sort of high-end vibes. Did say fuck about 10 times in the ceremony, to the horror of many of the high-end guests. It was like a perfect blending of fancy white folk and sort of bougie ethnics. It was stunning.
Oh, wow. So how did you fit into that? Are you
I fucking barely. I don't know how.
You're the bogan ethnic.
I am ethnic on the outside, yet a bogan on the inside.
That is that's a dish that I would like to enjoy.
Many. That's my tagline. Many would. What have you been doing, you cheeky bastards? What's your weekend looking like?
Oh, Kingy, you went to a soiree that
I did go.
I didn't actually get invited
on Friday. It was a brand new venue. Put on a little come and see us and drink our beer. So it's called Settlers Rest, which is out the Hunter Valley, deep in the Hunter Valley. It was really good. It was Bravo. It was hot as fuck. I drank their beer. It was great.
Nice.
Sounds brilliant. Why weren't you invited? Holy natural Monty.
I don't know, but I am so bad at technology. It's probably sitting in the inbox.
I believe it was an open invitation in which you were unable to attend, I believe.
Yeah, I had a wedding anyway at Bathurst, so I'm not that upset.
Love it. It was an open invitation for everyone except Monty.
Yeah, and I really so drove out to Bathurst and back on Saturday, which is like, it's only 4 hours, so it's not that bad, but it's just like a pig of a drive. And there is really fuck all in Bathurst except for V8's Bogans and this amazing wedding venue, Box Grove.
Yeah, Box Grove's great.
Check it out. It's really, really schmick. And the crew that run it are fucking awesome. So you always know it's going to be a great wedding there. Like, good couples, good vendors, like, really good. So did that one. That was a lot of fun. And then had to fucking get home. So, yeah, what day is it? Saturday night, last night. Which was a mission because it was foggy as fuck over the mountain. So I was literally like a blind man using the fucking, on the side of the road to know where I was. I needed a guide dog in the front seat to help me. I was fucked.
You're probably just on the wrong side of the road for most of that.
Everyone high-beaming me. No, but got here. And then did the family day today with Dill's family. We went bowling, putt-putt, and breakfast at his Nan and Pop's. So
it's very wholesome.
Yeah.
That's
but
deeply
funny
wholesome.
because it's like, originally it was just supposed to be me and Dill go up to Nan and Pop's for breakfast because she'd been inviting us for months. And instead, everyone else came as well, which is great. Of course, she'd love having all the grandkids and the whole lot, but it was just like, it's a fucking circus.
Oh,
and she's just sitting there in the corner and she goes, she's looking around and then she just pipes up and goes, it's a lot, isn't it? Yes, Nana, it is. Yeah.
I love it. Good on you, Nans. Look, if it was just you and Dill, it probably would have been a lot, so you might as well get the whole circus in town.
True.
It's very wholesome.
We're really hoping that you put some things on your list, even though we gave you zero notice and told you didn't have to prepare anything. But we're just
zero notice. I have been told to prepare zero. What do you need from me? Someone help me, please.
As long as it's not a story about Glen Innes, everything will be fine.
Blow it
out. That was my only option.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Oh, we're all going to catch up at Cock Party.
Oh, yes.
Which is very exciting. And it's quite bougie. It's on the invite, isn't it? Like it's
I saw it's
dress to impress.
Dress to impress.
What are you going to wear, Kingy? Your new hat?
Maybe. Is it this
new
one?
Hat, Kingy. You've impressed me. I'm fucking impressed.
Yeah, look, that's a real panty dropping move. Well done.
Absolutely.
It just happened to be there.
I'm just going to wipe my seat down. That is. I love it. Something else. Oh, God, is something else coming? 10 out of 10. Best dressed. That is.
I'd like to say he's in the kids' playroom, but this is definitely his playroom.
So for the people playing at home that can't see it because they're listening on a podcast, tell them what you're looking at.
Oh, true.
So I'm looking at Monty King wearing ruby-encrusted nipple tassels.
and the metallic butt plug.
I've seen him in that butt plug at least 10 times. Stop outfit repeating. Well, I feel that was that a bit of are we going to describe that as a bejeweled Batman mask that we just saw? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's like a mirror ball.
Or was it like a Wakanda mirror ball or a mirror ball Wakanda forever vibe? It was something, but I liked it.
Well, you could literally wear that to the Cock Party.
Oh yeah.
Very possibly.
It's impressed me.
Getting it there on the plane is a pain in the ass, so probably not.
You just have to wear it. You don't have to show your face, do you? It's not a passport situation. You get to Melbourne.
Just have to wear it all the way down.
I'm not a very good traveller.
Like any airport, you might need to show your face for security.
And I'm also going to apologise to anyone listening because there's definitely a massive lag. If it's giving me the shits, it must be giving everybody else the shits.
Yeah, no, it is. I got an email the other day saying my passport's out of date in 6 months, and I was literally adding up the months to June at the Cock Party, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to renew this thing before then.
Go to Melbourne.
No.
Oh, Newcastle is away from Melbourne.
not
So
like
That's all we've got time for, folks.
everywhere,
We're going with that.
every state.
yeah, I don't know. Monty, what are you going to wear? Something arseless, or are you going full classy?
No, I think it's a bougie venue, so I'm gonna have to probably keep my ass in and the cock will be out. I don't know. But I've got that gold number, gold finger.
I love that gold number.
I'm actually wearing it on Tuesday. A couple messaged saying, "Hey, I know it's not in the outfit selections, but can you wear this?" And I was like, "Yes, I can."
Oh, I love
And Dill got me one made. This is classic. Dill got me one made for Christmas, and it's the same style. Like it's got the Wonder Woman cuffs, the vest, like the matching all the things. But it's out of this very gay gold, not gold, like rainbow metallic-y sort of fabric. But on the inside, so the inside of the gold one, I've got Yas embroidered. Anyway, so Kingy knows. I don't know if I've told you this before, Kingy. But our very good friends at Rundle Tailoring, who Kingy gets all these suits from, and they've been big supporters of our charity weddings ever since the get-go. They made the gold one, and they also made the rainbow one, but Dill asked them to embroider a different message inside the vest. And the best part is they've got like legit 90-year-old Italian fucking seamstresses out the back doing all the sewing. And it says, and we toast this every time we're drinking, it goes to big dicks and tight bussies. And so it's written inside the fucking jacket.
Nonna was just embroidering that over with her bare.
My first thought was, I was like, oh my God, did you text that text to Bronwyn? And he's like, yep. And it's like, and do you know where that goes from there? And he showed me the message. He's like, hi, Bronwyn, I'm really sorry for what you're about to read, but can you please put this on the inside? And I was like, that's fucking fantastic.
Oh, that is stunning. I feel like I've seen a snap. Looks bloody glam. Oh, well, what am I going to wear? Something, so no arseless. Can't have my cock out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have to be low-key. I'd have to wear a wig or, get socially acceptable to know.
Can you go profile view so we can see the current hairdo?
Yeah, got these ones.
Loving it. Short back and sides.
Short back and sides. It's how I drive the boys crazy, hun. That's just how I roll. Now, I feel like I'm loving a bit of elevated cock in more ways than one, but in specific reference to the party, I think it's going to be pretty nice. They're getting all fancy.
I'm so fucking thick. I fully was like, elevated cock. Maybe like how's that going to tie into the costume? Completely forgetting it's called the cock party. So for listeners, it stands for community over competition, and I fully was just cock on the mind. Cock, if it, I mean,
yeah, COC. Cock.
When one bashes your brain that often, then of course you're going to have cock on the mind.
It's just what happens when you're a Monty.
That's all we've got time for, folks.
Fuck, I've got nothing as per usual for our recording today, and he just started rattling things off. He's like, because we always fucking blew about my chest hair. He likes it, I hate it, so I want to shave it off, and then he doesn't talk to me for 2 days. And so he mentioned chest hair, and then he mentioned his shopping addiction because we fucking broke his shit, and he's always wanted to go shopping. And I was like, it's not a therapy session. Like, that's not what the fucking podcast is.
It mostly
I had to
is.
stop him, otherwise we would have listened to all of our issues. But yes, it is pretty much a therapy session, isn't it?
We all need it.
Yeah.
My chest hair, I am Lebanese, but my chest hair's not really coming in thick this episode, so that's not going to help you much.
Good. You get it lasered or?
Yeah, I do. That's king. Oh, I could lay that on my lounge room floor, mate. That's bloody gorgeous.
God, you better watch out. Dylan would jump you in half a second with that.
The old
I love a bit of chest hair. I can't believe you shaved.
Yeah.
It's immaculate. Monty, keep your bloody chest hair on, mate. Stop shaving it. I'm with Dylan.
You want me to stop shaving it?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to Bali next week. So
shaving it's very gay.
Yeah. Oh, well, getting your asshole lasered isn't, Kingy? I've seen you up there at Hunter Laser.
No. That's just a bloke that goes,
Actually,
pew, 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 pew.
I was doing my taxi the other day and I went through all these bank transactions. I saw one and it was like $400 for Hunter Laser. And I was like, I'm sure I would remember getting my whole laser. Like, what the fuck is this doing in my bank account? And then I realised I'm blind as fuck and it was Hunter Laser Vision.
They could do a bit of both.
Yeah.
Bit up top, bit down low. That could be their tagline.
Oh, fuck. I don't, like...
You're welcome, Hunter Laser. You're welcome.
Because I got it, I don't know if I told you, I got it lasered 10 years ago and it's the most fucked up experience because it's like literally you have a patch on this eye, you're looking at the roof and there's like a green and a red dot, right? So you got to watch the green dot and it'll move around a little bit. And then as you're doing that, the red dot is the laser and it will burn because it burns the cornea of your eye back to completely spherical. But because you have to have your eye open, it's like pin fucking open and you're following the screen. And it's got like, a million millisecond something speed. And so if you look sideways, it's not going to cut your eye in half. But you can see the smoke coming out of your eye from the burning flesh from this laser. That's the fuck. And you smell it and you see it and it's so fucked.
Been there, not with my eye. Had one of my kids chopped out of me after some dramatic complications, getting them out. Then
well,
they just
do it in space. What do you laser it out? Start obstetric edition.
We weren't doing my eye laser, but the baby comes out, and you're all like, "I've got this baby." Then they're stitching you up, and I'm not medical. Don't know if anyone could tell. They do this. They use this bloody Monty King. That's very impressive. Cauterizing, which basically means, from what I understand, barbecuing your skin while you're awake.
Not the word I would have used.
I was Korean barbecue, Lebanese
barbecued your beef taco back together.
Baby came out my guts, not my taco, but basically that's what was happening.
Also perfect that your name is Lauren Kebabs, but they're looking at you. I would have just been calling you kebabs.
Lauren's kebabs fucking all around that day, no worries. So don't worry about your eye juices.
That's fucking wild.
A mate of mine calls that out through the sunroof.
Yeah.
Through the sunroof. That's what it was.
My favourite terminology is you either have it natural or, so it's like natty or kill Patty. Kill Patrick is coming out of that kind of looks like a Kilpatrick oyster.
And there was bacon. I was smelling bacon. Something was fucking going on.
That's all we've got time for.
Even though this is mostly audio, like as in podcast, people are still going to be dry heaving on their fucking drives home because they're talking about unspeakables and all the little bacon giblets that are coming out of it.
People will never look at bacon the same way again. And I'm sorry to the Australian pork industry. Come at me.
Now I'm going to take this opportunity to hang on. So this is a technical issue that people at home don't need to hear, but I need to say it now before we get to the end. Nobody shut their thing down or the app closed or anything once we stop until it's downloaded. So we'll stop recording, but then it's got to upload before you shut everything down.
You're the three people here, not the people driving in their cars.
No, people driving, leave it going for ages. Never shut the app. Keep
the app open 24/7, and you'll hear more about.
Most people say that they sit in their driveway when they get home, listening to it because they want to finish it before they get inside. Which I can understand if they've got kids because they don't want to listen to it inside.
They can't bring this shit into their families, people. It's not safe in the home.
What did you say, Kingy? Not ours.
That can't be about ours, surely. There's no cliffhangers. There's nothing you can't hang around. You can't pick up tomorrow. Our podcast. Surely people aren't sitting in their driveways waiting to finish ours.
This might be life-changing content that needs to be consumed immediately. Yeah.
I will.
And King, would you let this run around your kids?
No, well, they're one just tried to come through the door then, and I heard the other one go, "He's in a meeting." But we will shout out old good friend of the show, mate of mine, Chris Gunn, who I caught up with on Friday, who said, "I just listened to 7 episodes in a row on a drive," and I went,
Chris,
"You've got something wrong with you." So anyway, thanks, Gunny. And also, what do we say about Gunny?
Whenever get fucked.
Fuck you, Gunny.
Fuck you, Gunny. That's right. Sorry. And yeah.
Fuck you, Gunny. But hey, seven in a row of this.
Madness. Absolute madness.
Probably a lobotomy recently, old Gunny.
7 in a row. That is a challenging wank. That's what that is.
Fucking oath. He hadn't had his lobotomy before. He's had it after. So
yeah, great.
All right, Gunny. Thoughts and prayers, Gunny.
Because I'm such an old man, I had to have an afternoon nap today once we got back from bowling, and I had the weirdest dreams. One of which I wrote down.
There's nothing more boring than listening to other people's dreams.
I think this is about to become an OnlyFans.
That's your opinion, Kingy, and to be perfectly honest, I don't give a fuck.
Lincoln, put it in the show notes. Ask people to write in and tell us if they want to hear more about dreams.
It's either dreams or stories of cleanliness. No, but, it's because I know, something prompts it. I got an email from some fuckknuckle saying, basically, I drive for Google Maps and I'm coming past your place. Did anyone else get this and they want to do the inside of your fucking business?
I have had that. I brushed it immediately because it's obviously not true.
I know, it seems very sus. And because I felt like a little molested through the interwebs by somebody saying, "Hey, I'm driving past and I want to see inside your business." And it's like, my business is me. You're not seeing inside of me with a fucking HD camera, you creepy cunt.
And wouldn't have been the first time, so I don't know why you're so up in arms about it.
No, so anyway, I had a dream that I was somehow the Google Maps camera guy, but I was AI at the same time, so the camera was in my ass. And I had to drive around on the top of a car, hanging onto the fucking roof racks, and point my fucking hole at every mailbox as I drove past.
That's all we've got time for.
That's a premonition. That's not a dream. Fucking premonition.
Kingy, I think we found the name of the episode. That's all we've got time for.
Yeah. That's all we've got time for.
It just keeps happening, and I'm like, why is this happening?
Oh, yeah.
That's just what happens.
So Dill's mum just takes a piss out of me constantly because she's like, I don't know, like she'll ask a question and if I give her an answer, she's like, "Oh, what don't you know?" And if something needs to be done and I have a go, "Oh, what can't you do?" So like every single time. So now I kind of feed into it. So anyway, she had a screw in a tyre. She was going to go and get a new tyre. And I was like, "Nah, it's all right. I've got a tyre repair kit in the back of the wagon, so I'll fix that for you." And then now she's just saying, "I'll leave you a review on High Pages," just goes on and on about it. So it's like, but I just feed into it as well. Like, I look like a fucking wanker, but I know how much she loves taking the piss out of me. We went skydiving last weekend. She's like, "Oh, how do you do that when you've got to fly the plane and you own the business and you got to jump out of it and run back up and land the plane?"
Last weekend.
It's just fucking never ending. Hey?
Did you say you went skydiving last weekend?
Oh, yeah, didn't I tell you that?
No.
What?
I mean, to be honest, I'd have much rather heard the story about the skydiving than the camera up your ass in a dream.
Absolutely.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, so we went to the Westpac Chopper Ball last year and got really drunk and they do a silent auction. And Dill's sitting beside me and he's like, "Motherfucker, why do I keep seeing your name on the screen? Because every time you're the highest bidder, you're at the top of the screen." And it's like Robert at the farm, I won. It's like, you didn't fucking win, you got to pay for it. Anyway, so we burnt through quite a bit of the joint account at the auction on random shit. Literally from wine glasses to jet boating, skydiving, GoPro, like just random crap. And the one thing that I was supposed to bid on was a marketing package for our 2 Montys charity wedding. Billboards at the stadium. and just got so pissed I forgot to even put a bid on it. It went for so cheap. Anyway, one of the things that we bought was skydiving tickets. Lost them between last May and now. But I had a phone call the other day from our mate Lauren, who used to work for Hunter Valley Video and works for NBN.
Oh, yeah.
Kingy?
Yep.
Yeah, anyway, so she works for maybe she works for the Chopper now. I don't know, something. Anyway, I'm so confused. But she rang to say, hey, have you got your vouchers there? Another person that bought them at the auction can't find theirs. So if you have your voucher numbers, we can help them figure out their voucher numbers. And I was like, sorry, same boat. Can't fucking find them. And then 2 days later, she emails going, hey, don't go looking for your vouchers. We found it all. Here's your voucher numbers. And so that was like, mid last week. And then so on the weekend, I'm trying to... hey?
Oh, I just said outstanding.
Huh? Yeah. And then I'm supposed to be writing a ceremony, and then Dill hears me, so I'm in the office typing away, and then next thing, phone's ringing. Skydive Australia, how can I help you? I was like, yeah, g'day. Yeah. Just want to book 2 tickets for tomorrow morning. And I can hear Dill blowing up. What? And then I walked in with a big cheekiest smile on my face. And he's like, duh, what the fuck? And then, yeah, so we ended up going out to a divorce party the night before and absolutely sending it. So we were quite hungover. Dill was still drunk when he jumped out the plane, which is why he was...
they breatho you?
Well, no, I didn't actually have to fly the plane. I got the staff to do it that day.
No, and also, as per most weekends, he was strapped to another man, so it was fine.
Yeah.
Standard was the standard.
First time I had to pay $400 to be strapped to another one, but anyway. So we get in, and I kind of hadn't told Dill much, because that was the 5th time I've jumped now. I will not get on a ladder to clean out a gutter. I fucking hate heights, but will quite happily jump out of a plane. Love it.
You can't see the bloody ground, so it's not the same heights thing, is it?
No, it's a whole different thing. Anyway, so Dill's in there, and I know the order in which you get on the plane is the reverse order in which you get off. And so we're all fucking loading in there. I'm in first, which means I'm last to jump. And Dill's standing watching every cunt get in the plane. And he's like the fucking last one on. And then so we're seated, but there's a few people between us. And they do the whole, they've got the GoPro on their arm because the instructor's behind you. And so they got a dick in your ass and a fucking GoPro in your face the whole time while you're going up.
Standard Friday night.
Yeah, how you feeling, all this stuff. And then I'm just laughing the entire, about 15-minute flight to get up to 15,000 feet. Just pissing myself. There's a few people in between us, and they keep looking around at me, basically like, you're a fucking asshole. Because we know you're laughing at him. And, and Dill's like, everything was a blur, and then all of a sudden I just hear, Dill! And then he turned around, and I'm in tears laughing at him shitting his pants. And then, anyway, success. And then that night, he, still hungover from the night before, in bed, and he had a little nap, and then he wakes up in the hot sweats, and he's got legit PTSD, because he's every time he said he shut his eyes, you could picture falling out of the plane, and he's like, I didn't even notice I did it when I did it because I was drunk. Now I'm sober and I'm fucked.
Get the flashbacks. He's got the flashbacks. That's his first ever time doing it.
Yeah.
You're just a pro, and then he's just been thrown to the fucking wind, literally.
Yeah. So good. And his video's great. It's so funny.
Oh, fuck, I love it. Kingy, have you done this? Have you jumped out of a plane, mate?
So when I was a young man, which was many, many years ago, I lived out in the Hunter Valley, and in this country lane I lived in, we were the first house, and there was a couple more houses, and then there was a parachute club, and we did them, and what folks did, they had some issues with the neighbours, and the old man kind of took their side and had to go to some sort of tribunal, and he went and gave some evidence, and they said, anytime you'd like to jump out of a plane, you just let us know. And my old man was an older dad, and he was like, there's absolutely no chance I'm doing that. My mum was like, no chance. So they sent 16-year-old Monty to walk up the laneway. And so I rolled in, and they were pretty much and I don't really want to name them or the location, because they pretty much were just like, come in here and put a jumpsuit on, mate. And then as I walked to the plane, old mate was going, righto, so we're going to get in, we'll jump out, I'll tap you on the shoulder, you put your arms out, I'll tap you on the shoulder again, you pull your arms in, because if you keep them out, that's when I'm going to pull the chute, and if your arm gets tangled, we're going to die. Have you got it? And I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Well,
And so we get in, and it's much the same thing. Like Dill, like I just walked up there, like I don't know, and within 15 minutes, I'm in a plane going up, and we go out, which is great. The falling out, jumping out of the plane part is the best part of the whole thing. And so the guys tapping me on the shoulder, and I might add, this is also on the days there were no GoPros. This was on a VHS, so someone's got the camera. There's a guy in front with the camera, and the guy who's strapped to me is tapping me on the shoulder to say, look up at the camera. But I'm thinking he's giving me the arms in, arms out instruction. So my video is of me basically looking like I'm trying to fucking take off with my arms coming in and out frantically because the bloke keeps tapping me on the shoulder. And eventually he just like skull grabs me and pulls my head back so I can see the camera.
I love it.
And then, of course, the chute pops, which almost tears your arms and legs off. And then old mate starts doing the spiral. And I said to him, do that one more time, mate, and you'll have spew all over your boots. I will just get to the ground as soon as you can now.
Oh.
So my first time, very similar. He's tapping me on the shoulder, and it's in the video because I only got the video. You do it once, you do it 5 times. The video's gonna be the same. But did it. He's tapping me, and I'm just fucking this the whole way down, arms over my chest, and then you can see in the video he would have tapped me 5 or 6 times. Like we're nearly back in the fucking bus before I put my arms out. And then the next times I knew, like I said, yep, we're good. But I've done it. Like most of the time, I think 3 or 4 times they just, fly the parachute. Whereas on the weekend and once or twice, I can't remember how many times, but they like, oh, you jump, put your arm up here.
I'll give you a go.
Now pull it down to your hip. Yeah. And then.
Oh, you did it yourself?
Yeah, right hand, pull it down to your hip. And it's so fun because you literally, when parachute's out and you're just kind of doing nothing, it kind of feels like you're not even moving. Like if you pick a point on the ground, you literally feel like you're not moving. But then when you grab this thing, it takes you from vertical to horizontal and you just fucking spiral down, like spiral out of control, which is a very rehearsed experience for me.
Absolutely not.
And then you grab the other handle and do it the other way. And it is so fun.
That's a no from me.
He's wrong. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's gut churning.
That sounds like absolute spew on a stick to me. Fuck that.
Yeah. And then the same thing, they're giving you instructions. It's like, all right, pull it down, let go. Same thing. He's like, let go.
Let go. No.
Yeah.
You're not encouraging me to jump out of a plane.
So before Lincoln jumps in and tells us we're at 33 minutes, Kabanga, have you got anything outrageous to finish us off with?
Oh my God, I was not prepared for outrage. I'm going to say this with love to Monty. I was actually had zero clue what I was going to be telling you anything. Let me think of something outrageous. I don't have an outrageous story and it's not about skydiving, but I did do bungee jumping a little while back. I was in Namibia in this adventure town called Swakopmund. Now, you can't see all of me, but there's plenty of me here. So I'm like, I'm just going to do bungee jumping and hope for the best. Luckily, as we can see, the rope didn't snap, babies. We were okay. But I do the bungee. Right?
Sorry. The last time I saw you were completely bald. So all I'm thinking of is when you bungeed, all your Lebanese chest hair has now sprouted out your fucking head.
It's a scientific fucking miracle. It's a scientific fucking miracle. So number one, I was feeling chicken. So, I'm thinking like Aussie standards of safety. They're going to coach me through it. The bloke behind me just goes, let's go, and pushes me off, number one. Number two, as I was bungeeing down and then it pulls you back up and you're sort of going the other way, I thought I was making this sound. Like this sweet little scream. Yeah. Never thought anything of it. Finished the bungee thing, the king of the fucking world, etc. Get the video back of the bungee. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let's see this. I'm a fucking legend. As I'm watching it, I'm hearing the audio And obviously assuming there's a man in the background screaming, "Oh, oh." It took me a good 6 minutes of watching that audio to realise that was me.
Amazing. That's very good.
It was stunning.
That's
It was
so
stunning.
good.
Yeah,
Oh.
nothing particularly outrageous. Yeah, the chest hairs ended up on top of the head.
No.
Did do a wedding the other day in an undulating field, very glamorous. It's called Waipinga down here in South Australia. Sort of lumpy, doesn't look it to the eye. These beautiful fields on a cliff top overlooking the water, very remote looking. And had the wedding party over on one side. I'm looping back around to set up my equipment so that they can't see me, you know.
Oh no, did you go beaver up?
I absolutely ate shit. Feet in the air, had a fucking frock on, flaps in the air. Also, related to my last story, thought I really just picked it back up and no one knew. Turned around and everyone had seen me because I also went like this. As I felt.
Go,
They assumed a wild animal
gone down with
had been
fucking
taken.
hell, mate.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. So all my horror stories are, in fact, not horror stories at all. It's just about the man that lives inside of me and comes out in trying times.
That's funny.
So good.
A lot of Haron stories about the man that lives inside of him as well.
Yeah.
I've got that the wrong way around.
It's like what you think. Yeah, that's it. You have.
It's a bit of both.
Have you bungeed before?
Me? No.
No.
No bungee. You,
No.
Monty?
Yeah, New Zealand in December. Loved it.
Oh, you loved it because people who are afraid of heights say they don't mind jumping out the plane, but the bungee can be a bit, close to the ground.
I'd done the plane, the bungee. It was honestly, I felt like a serial killer because, like, walking down the platform, I was like shitting it. But as soon as I got my legs strapped in, and I was standing on the edge in the video, I'm like fucking perfect form, like could have been a ballerina, and I'm just like fucking straight down. And I was like, how the fuck does that happen? Like, because I hate heights and like hanging onto the rail the whole fucking walk along the side, shaking at the shit, and then yeah.
And your other personality just took over.
Really, yeah.
Cruised you through that.
I do have one last little thing. For this wedding at Bathurst on Saturday, I was chatting with some guests and like pretty good crowd, like all from kind of Warragamba, like Western Sydney. Like I don't know how to describe them, but very down to earth, we'll say. Anyway, sitting on a table talking to some people, and this girl's talking to me about how long I've been, the usual fucking 50 questions you get as a celebrant.
Always.
How long have you been doing it? Why'd you get into it? What's your favourite wedding? All this bullshit. And I said, I do a fair bit of travel, and and when I was single, it was easier because you just fucking, you're away all the time, doesn't matter. But then, now, partner, it's like you kind of, when you get to those ones 12 months later, you're like, oh, fuck this, it's sort of fuck the weekend or whatever it is. And she kept saying she. Oh, how she handle it and how she like it all this stuff.
Oh, your partner, she.
And I fucking love when people think I'm straight. So which is so
obviously happened 3 times in 30 years, mate.
So cruel to this poor bitch because she's there like trying to make conversation and ask me questions, and she's genuinely interested, whatever. And so she would have said she fucking 10 times. And then eventually, and I was waiting for it. Eventually she goes, so what's your girlfriend's name? And I said, Dylan. Dylan, it's a he. And she goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And she just was fucking backtracking so hard. And then every question she asked from there was, oh, well, he can't be mad about it. And he must like that. Oh, this and he and he and he. Like, she was trying to get the same amount of he's in the conversation as she'd have the she's. And I was like, don't feel bad. I just fucking led you down this path because...
That is classic.
So if you're listening, girl from Bathurst wedding, I'm really sorry.
No, you're not.
How is your wife, Monty? Oh, that's sorry.
Yeah, and that might be rude of me to say. The he, she, they, them from the Baptist wedding.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Monty,
Yeah.
come on, please.
All right.
Love
So
it.
Yeah.
I
All
love
right.
it, man.
That's all
we're
we got
nearly at
time
40
for.
minutes. We're nearly at 40 minutes. Lincoln's going to lose it.
That's all we have time for.
That's all we've got time for. Kabanga,
Sorry,
you've got
Lincoln.
to take us out. This will be a test to know whether you've listened to any episodes in the last 20. Do you know what our sign-off is?
I don't. Am I a terrible friend?
We'll give you one. We'll give you one clue. Our
No, we'll give
episodes
you-
come out on Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, baby.
There it is.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. That was awesome.
That was very good.
Oh my God.
Now,
I keep-
I don't know if Lincoln's
Now,
here or not to turn us off.